Hello students, welcome to zoology class. Today I am going to start a new unit and that is genetics. So what is genetics? Genetics is a branch of biology which is concerned with the study of genes, genetic variation and heredity in organisms. So in this topic or the unit on genetics, our first topic is sex determination in human beings, insects and birds. So this is our first topic. So what is sex determination? Actually, sex determination is the process of sex differentiation by which whether a particular individual will develop into male or female sex, that is accepted. So, by sex determination, we mean that after the fertilization, the process of sex differentiation, that is whether the growing child will develop into a male baby or the female baby, and that has to be determined, and this is determined at the time of the fertilization. So sex expression, it is governed by chromosomes and genes, and in unisexual animals, it means where male and female organisms are separate, the chromosomes are of two types and they are autosomes and allosomes. So what are autosomes? Autosomes, these are the chromosomes which do not differ in morphology and number in male as well as in female. And allosomes are the sex chromosomes. These are those chromosomes which differ in morphology and number in male and female, and they contain the genes which determines the sex. And unisexual diploid individuals like human beings have two sex chromosomes and the rest are the autosomes. So in organisms, especially unisexual animals, it means the animals which have separate male and female individuals, there are two types of chromosomes. Either they are autosomes or allosomes. Autosomes are the chromosomes which are same in morphology and number in both male and female. And allosomes are the sex chromosomes. They are different in number as well as in morphology in male and female, and these sex chromosomes, they contain the genes which determine the sex of an organism. And unisexual diploid individuals like human beings, they have two sex chromosomes and all the rest of the chromosomes, they are the autosomes. So this is sex determination. So allosomes are the sex chromosomes which determine the sex. They are generally X and Y types, but in some birds they are of Z and W types. And individuals having homomorphic sex chromosomes produce only one type of gametes, that is homogametic organisms, whereas heteromorphic individuals produce two types of gametes, that is heterogamete organisms. And sex with similar type of sex chromosomes, for example XX, that is known as homogametic sex, and with dissimilar types of sex chromosomes, for example XY, they are called as heterogametic sex. And the sex of the offspring, it is determined at the time of the fertilization. Now you know that allosomes are sex chromosomes. They determine the sex of an organism, and these sex chromosomes are either X and Y type or they are Z and W types. And in some individuals which are known as homomorphic sex chromosomes, they have only one type of gametes. Means all the gametes of such individuals, they are same, that is they are homogametic. And where heteromorphic individuals are present, they have two types of gametes. It means that if an individual has two sex chromosomes, for example XX, that is they have the both the sex chromosomes are same, then they are homogametic. It means they produce all the gametes of the same type, having the same chromosome. And there are certain individuals which have sex chromosomes of two types, for example X and Y, and they are known as heterogametic. And in those organisms, in those individuals, the gametes are also of two types. Some gametes have X chromosome and some gametes have Y chromosome. So this is heteromorphic individual and homomorphic individuals. So I already told you that the sex of the offspring or of the progeny, that is determined at the time of the fertilization. So we can say that there are four types of allosomal sex determination. It means that there can be four types of arrangement of the sex chromosomes, and number one is XX XY. It means female is XX and male is XY, and this type of arrangement is present in human beings and Drosophila. And second type of arrangement is XX and X0, and in this type of arrangement the female is having two X chromosomes and male has only X chromosome. And in third type of arrangement, for example in moths, butterflies and chickens, there is Z0 and ZZ type of arrangement. It means female has Z0 type of chromosomes and male has ZZ type of sex chromosomes. And in birds, fish and reptiles, there is ZW and ZZ type of sex chromosomes. That is female has ZW type of chromosomes and male has ZZ type of chromosomes. So these are the four different types of sex chromosomes arrangement, and so we have to study each of the type of the sex chromosome arrangement one by one. So first of all, there is XX and XY type of sex chromosomes, and this type of arrangement of sex chromosomes is present in human beings and in Drosophila. So in human beings mainly the females are homogametic with XX chromosomes and males are heterogametic with X and Y chromosome. It means the sex chromosomes in human female, they are homogametic, means all the gametes are same and they have XX chromosome. And the males in human beings, they are XY, that is they are heterogametic. It means some gametes contain X chromosome and some gametes contain Y chromosome. And homogametic females produce only one type of egg, that is the gamete, each with one X chromosomes. And heterogametic male, which has XY chromosomes, it produces two kinds of sperms, some with X chromosomes and some with Y chromosomes. So human male produces two types of sperms. Some of them contain X chromosome and some of them contain Y chromosome. But human female, they produce only one type of egg which contain one X chromosome in all the eggs. So the sex of the embryo or the developing child depends on the fertilizing sperm, that which sperm is fertilizing the egg, because egg has always X chromosome. So it depends upon the sperm whether it contains X chromosome or it contains Y chromosome. And if the chromosome Y having sperm, if the sperm has chromosome Y and it is fertilized with the egg, then it can produce male child. And if the egg is fertilized by the X bearing sperm, then it produces a female. So this is the arrangement in human beings. So genes determining the sex in human beings, so they are located on the two sex chromosomes, and which are known as the allosomes or the sex chromosomes. And sex termination, it is associated with the chromosomal difference between the two sexes, that is males have XY chromosomes and females have XX sex chromosomes. And in human beings there are 23 pairs of chromosomes, which include 22 pairs of autosomes, that is 44 autosomes, and one pair of sex chromosomes are the allosomes, that is that sex chromosome pair can be XX in case of female and it is XY in case of the male. Females are homogametic, it means they produce only one type of gametes or one type of eggs, and each containing one X chromosome. And the males, they are heterogametic and they produce two types of sperms with X and Y chromosomes. So an independently evolved XXXY system of sex chromosomes is also present in Drosophila. In Drosophila, this is a fly which is having the same sex chromosomal arrangement as in case of the human beings. So this is a diagrammatic representation of the sex determination in human beings. First of all, we will see here. So this is father and mother. Father is having XY chromosome and mother is having XX chromosome. So mother will always give X type of the egg, and father will give half sperms with X chromosomes and half sperms with Y chromosomes. And in their process, if the X of the mother is fertilized with the X of the father, then a daughter is produced. And if X of the mother is fertilized with the Y of the father, then son is produced. So in the same way, this cross goes on, and there is 50% probability of the male child as well as the female child. So here is also, this is the same representation. This is father with XY, mother with XX. Father produces two types of sperms, half with X and half with Y, and mother produces the eggs with the same chromosome X, and if they are fertilized, then they form the half of them they are the female children and half of them are the male. So this is the cross showing the sex determination in the human beings. Next comes the XXX0 type of the sex chromosomal arrangement, and this is mainly present in insects and bugs and cockroaches and grasshoppers. These are the insects where this type of sex chromosomal arrangement is present. And in these organisms are the insects, the female with two X chromosomes, and they are homogametic. So this is the same as in human beings, while the males, they have only one X chromosome and they are heterogametic. So in case of the insect, the female has the same arrangement having two X chromosomes, and female gives homogametes, that is female produces the gametes with the same X chromosome. All the gametes of the female in case of insects is having X chromosome, while in case of males it is heterogametic, and male gives X chromosome in half of the gametes and there is no chromosome in half of the gametes. So it is the XX and X0 arrangement. And the presence of an unpaired X chromosome that determines the male sex. And the male with unpaired X chromosome, that is X0, it produces two types of sperms, one half with X chromosome and other half without X chromosome. And the sex of the offspring depends upon the sperm that fertilizes the egg. So in both the insects as well as the human beings, sex is determined by the type of the sperm. So this is the diagrammatic representation or the cross showing the sex determination in insects. So AA means autosomes plus X0. This is the male and this is female. Autosomes plus one pair of sex chromosome, that is having XX chromosomes. And male produces half the gametes with X chromosomes and half with no X chromosome. And female produces all the gametes with X chromosomes. And when they are crossed, they also produces female organisms and male organisms in 50-50 ratio. So this is the diagrammatic representation showing the sex determination in case of the insects. Next comes the Z0 ZZ type of sex chromosomal arrangement, and this type of sex determination, it is seen in some moths, butterflies and domestic chickens. It means it is the arrangement which is present in some insects and some birds. And in this type, the female possesses single Z chromosome in its body cells and is heterogametic, means Z0, and it produces two types of eggs, some with Z chromosome and some without Z chromosome. And the male possesses two Z chromosomes and is homogametic. So here the arrangement is reverse to the human beings. It means here in this type of sex chromosomal arrangement, male possesses two Z chromosomes and is homogametic, that is produces same type of gametes, and female produces half of the eggs with Z chromosomes and half of the eggs without Z chromosomes. So this is the arrangement of sex chromosomes in this type. So this is the cross showing Z0 and ZZ type of arrangement. Here male is having ZZ autosomes plus ZZ sex chromosome and female is having autosomes plus Z0 arrangement. Male produces same type of gametes and female produces half of the gametes with Z chromosomes and half of the gametes without Z chromosome. And if they are crossed, they also produces 50% of the population is male and 50% population is female. So this is the Z0 ZZ type of the sex chromosomal arrangement. So the last is ZW ZZ type of the sex chromosomal arrangement, and this is seen in birds and invertebrates like some fishes, reptiles. And in this method, the female has one Z and one W chromosome, that is the ZW arrangement, and it produces two types of eggs, some carrying the Z chromosome and some carry the W chromosome. And the male sex, it has two Z chromosomes, that is homogametic, ZZ, and they produce all the sperms having Z chromosome. So this is the chromosomal arrangement in ZW ZZ type. So this is the cross showing the ZW ZZ type of chromosomal arrangement, actually sex chromosomal arrangement. Here this is male autosomes plus ZZ and autosomes plus ZW. These are the parents and these are the gametes. Male produces same gametes, female produces different gametes, and if they are crossed, they also produces this generation or the progeny. So this is the cross showing this type of the sex chromosomal arrangement. So this is all about the sex determination in human beings, insects and birds. So now you have to prepare notes You have to go through this presentation, and if you find any difficulty, we can discuss those doubts in the class. Thank you.